Executive Officer at Lassiter's, and he's here enjoying a day at the races this afternoon. Good to see you, Pete.
Thank you very much.
How long has Lassiter's been operating for now?
One of the first, Lassiter's was the first mainland casino, so it's been operating since 1981, and it's had a long growth.
Over the years, as more casinos have popped up, there's one in Sydney now, there's Crown in Melbourne, there's so many casinos up in Queensland, it's not funny. Is that taking anything away from Lassiter's?
Not really. I think each of the casinos in Australia will start looking at their market. Since the three mainland casinos in Brisbane, Sydney and Melbourne have come on since 1994, 95, most of the older or more established casinos are looking at their local market and catering to that. And I think that's the future for casinos here, is to look after their bread and butter, the local one.
The race club's after the gambling dollar, and I know Lassiter's Casino's after the gambling dollar. Is there a good relationship between Lassiter's and the race club here in Alice Springs?
I think we've always got to have a good relationship, because we admit we take a few dollars out of the racing community and we try and put it back in. And like days like this, when we can sponsor races, we look forward to being able to sort of support the race clubs in on long term.
Well, a very big part of the Alice Springs Cup Carnival that Lassiter's provide is the black tie ball that was on Saturday night. That is a fantastic night.
Yeah, we've been doing those for a few years now. I think personally I've been involved about 10 or 11 balls in the territory for various turf clubs, and I think we've got the formula right now.
Oh, I definitely think you have. Eric Banner was the special guest presenter. He went down well.
He was very, very good. He got the crowd in the mood, and the party danced on until very, very early in the morning.
Yes, I know. Thanks very much for that, Pete.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Peter Bridge there, who's the Chief Executive Officer of Lassiter's Hotel Casino, a great place to visit here in Alice Springs.
Well done. Thank you very much, mate. Yeah, it's a top spot, and good to see Peter Bridge looking so well as well. Okay, race 7, Yarra Glen's the Cup, comes up in a moment. It's the Yarra Glen Pacing Discretionary Cup over 2,970 metres. Let's take you there right now, and here's Adam Crittenden.
Righto, thanks, Nick, and it won't be long before they move up for race 7. And naturally enough, this is the feature race of the year here at Yarra Glen, the Lapine Heritage Funeral Services Yarra Glen Pacing Cup. And the 20-metre tape is about to come across the track. Those off 20 include Sports Dancer, the Phoenix, Hoppy's Jet and Golden Jug. Favourite on the tote is Breeny's Fella, number 7, who was the unlucky runner, I guess you could say, in the Chariots of Fire at Harold Park at his last start. The race won by Franco Hattrick. He goes around at $2. Sports Dancer, who won the Wangaratta Cup at his last start. He's been racing in peak form. He's the second pick. And the 20-metre tape is now coming across the track. So all the tapes have been drawn. And we're just awaiting the runners to come right up. Taxing Times led forward by an attendant. Our Jekyll just wants to back away a little bit. 2,970 metres is the distance, around to the judge in 3 laps. And we've got the Warrior wanting to step around a little bit. Now they're ready. Set to go. Yarra Glen Pacing Cup about to get underway. Tapes released, away they go. Freddie BG off the front began better than Embrace Girl. The Warriors gallop shortly after the start. Our Jekyll also slowly away. Freddie BG leads early from Embrace Girl. Top Temper goes through on the inside to be third, about 6 metres to Taxing Times. And then Super, 5 metres to Breeny's Fella. Over on the inside is the Phoenix, then the Widow's Might. Hoppy's Jet is next. Now he's trying to shove the Widow's Might out 3 deep, and he's done so, Graham Lang, at the moment. 5 metres to Golden Jug, 6 metres to Sports Dancer, who was away only slowly but safely, then the Warrior, and about 15 to 20 metres to our Jekyll. Down the straight, 3 laps from home, and the leader is Freddie BG by 2 metres on Embrace Girl. Taxing Times gets in to be 1 by 1. Top Temper on the back of the leader is tracked up by Super. Breeny's Fella's handily placed early in the running line. 3 deep, the Widow's Might around Hoppy's Jet. Over on the fence is the Phoenix, followed then by Golden Jug, Sports Dancer. Second last is the Warrior, and our Jekyll will shortly tack on. Heading towards the back. And Freddie BG is the leader by just over a metre. Second, one off the fence, Embrace Girl. Third behind the leader is Top Temper. The Widow's Might's been 3 deep for the first lap of the race. And then Taxing Times 1 by 1 for the time being. Over on the inside is Super, then Breeny's Fella. 5 metres to Hoppy's Jet outside of the Phoenix. And then followed by Golden Jug. 3 wide goes the Warrior. Then our Jekyll and Sports Dancers now last, still about 20 to 25 metres off the lead. There is a bit of pace on though mid-race as the Widow's Might works up outside Freddie BG. Into the straight with 2 laps to go. Freddie BG goes through on the inside to lead the Widow's Might by a metre. 3 wide, the Warrior goes forward around Embrace Girl and Top Temper tracking the leader. And then Super inside of Taxing Times. Breeny's Fella's now midfield, 1 off the fence outside of the Phoenix. Then Hoppy's Jet followed by third last in the field, our Jekyll from Golden Jug. And Sports Dancer is biding his time at the rear of the field. 1:48.3 the lead time as they swing to the back. And with a lap and 3/4 to go, Freddie BG leads by 2 metres. The Warrior's now outside the leader second, Top Temper third, and the Widow's Might has some cover 1 by 1. Super 3 back of the inside of Embrace Girl. Then the Phoenix with Taxing Times. 4 metres to Breeny's Fella, who's yet to spend a penny, followed by our Jekyll, Hoppy's Jet, Golden Jug and Sports Dancer. The second favourite is still last with the entire field in front of him. And the first quarter in only 33.1 as they come around the turn. These favourites have got a task ahead of them as they swing for home, where Freddie BG leads by a metre. On the outside is the Warrior second. Third, the fence is Top Temper. The Widow's Might is 1 by 1. Demler went to go on Breeny's Fella. John Justice went in front of him though on Taxing Times, and the Widow's Might comes out in front of them as they come down the straight for the bell. The Freddie BG 2 metres on the Warrior. Top Temper third. The Widow's Might 3 deep around Embrace Girl. Over on the fence is Super. Taxing Times out 3 deep, then our Jekyll. Breeny's Fella's 3 wide and 3 back, followed by the Phoenix, Golden Jug, Hoppy's Jet and Sports Dancer is still last as they turn to the back. 34.2 the second quarter. Into the back straight, the leader Freddie BG, led by a metre. To the Warrior, 3 wide, the Widow's Might. Then Top Temper, Embrace Girl. Working into the race now, out 3 deep is Taxing Times, then followed by Super, our Jekyll. Breeny's Fella still 12 metres off the lead. Sports Dancer 20 metres off the lead as they turn off the back straight. 400 to go. Breeny's Fella is given a big task now by Demler. He starts to sprint out very deep on the track. Freddie BG led. 31.7 the third quarter. Freddie BG just in front of the Warrior. 3 wide, the Widow's Might. 4 wide, Taxing Times. Even wider now, Breeny's Fella winding up into the straight. Freddie BG in front of the Warrior. Taxing Times joining in, and Breeny's Fella out wide is flying. Taxing Times hit the lead. Breeny's Fella within a metre is driving late. They hit it. Breeny's Fella in the last hop, I think, has grabbed Taxing Times. It is a photo. 30, the Freddie BG around Jekyll, close up Hoppy's Jet. Sports Dancer out very deep, followed by Embrace Girl, the Widow's Might. Then the Phoenix, next in Golden Jug with Top Temper Super. Last was the Warrior, final quarter, 28.9.
Breeny's Fella, the winner there. 171.30. Great win. Taxing Time second. We'll get that photo for third in just a moment. Clary Connors accepting the award after the classic win of Electrifying in that Coca-Cola Classic at Doomben. And there's Clary looking very well today, doesn't he, eh? That nicely coloured grey suit. He meant business today, Clary, and 261.40 on the Queensland tote. 2 and 9 the minor place getters in the trifecta. $44.40 on race.
I guess when you think of racing in the Northern Territory, you think of 2 very popular and 2 very successful carnivals, the Alice Springs Carnival, where we're at today, and Darwin, which comes up, I believe, in the first week of August. The Darwin Cup Carnival usually gets underway. Well, someone who can definitely tell us the answers to that is Chief Executive of the Darwin Turf Club, Wayne Pollock. Wayne, nice to see you at Alice Springs.
Thanks very much, Matt, and very pleased to be here, of course, and excellent day today, and of course Sky Channel is a great supporter of racing throughout Australia, but very pleased that Sky take the Carlton Darwin Cup at the 3rd of August.
Yes, we've been involved with both the Alice Springs Carnival and Darwin Carnivals for quite some time. This is my first trip to Alice Springs. What could one expect in Darwin?
Well, it's a case of not being derogative to Alice Springs, but it's bigger and better, and that's...
In race 6, Mick Like 6, 7 and 3. We'll take a break on Sky Racing around Australia and be back with Mick Stumbles' call of the second last race at Alice Springs.
The last event this afternoon. Our Corregidor still away, as is Dreidel, Gold Apache. Prince Chariot kept on the move behind the line, as is Mr. Satisfaction. We're going to have to get you to one of these Alice Springs Cup carnivals shortly, Nick. You've been to Darwin, now we've got to get you to Alice Springs. Dreidel is still away, as is Gold Apache, Mr. Satisfaction and Prince Chariot. The rest of them are locked up. Viceroyal just blew them away in the Pioneer Sprint on Saturday by 5.5 lengths in track record time, and he's backing up again today. Dreidel comes up. He's ready. He's second in a Darwin Cup behind Bentalago a couple of years ago. Now Mr. Satisfaction about to join the line with Gold Apache, who was somewhat disappointing here on Saturday. Gold Apache is in, and Prince Chariot will complete the line. Prince Chariot coming up. Race 6. They look to be just about ready. The starter is going to send them on their way in just a moment. Light about to go on. They're not flashing as yet. Now the light is on. Stand by. Pardon me. They're ready. 1,000 metres for the Zulig Insurance Brokers Sprint. Set. Racing. Good line. Bar Prince Chariot's missed it by about 10. County Council and Mr. Satisfaction, the first two to get going as they head up to the 800-metre point. Snipperty Lad is next. On his outside is Viceroyal, about 2 lengths away. Gold Apache, Corregidor. Then Tambin Lad 2 lengths away to Dreidel, and after blowing the start hopelessly, Prince Chariot is now tacked on. 550 to run. Mr. Satisfaction and County Council share the lead by 2 lengths to Viceroyal, the outside of Snipperty Lad. 3 lengths away, Corregidor. Then Gold Apache, his outside. Tambin Lad to the extreme outside from Dreidel, and Prince Chariot last for home. County Council, Mr. Satisfaction about to be grabbed by the sprint winner Viceroyal, who dashed to the lead. Gold Apache rattling home down the outside, and Snipperty Lad up along the rails. County Council coming again with Viceroyal and Gold Apache, and Snipperty Lad along the rails. They hit it. Gold Apache has won by about a neck. Over right up along the fence, Snipperty Lad. Viceroyal is there with Tambin Lad out deep, making good ground late. County Council just behind them with Corregidor, Dreidel, Prince Chariot, and Mr. Satisfaction after showing speed among the last to finish. Gold Apache storming down the outskirts of the track with Snipperty Lad going the other way home, right up along the rails. They've grabbed County Council and Viceroyal. Viceroyal dashed to the lead about 175 out. County Council came back. Snipperty Lad angled for the inside run, and Gold Apache right down the outskirts of the track has got up to win in time over Snipperty Lad, and there's not a lot in it for third spot. A pretty impressive win to Gold Apache, who was most disappointing here on Saturday in the Pioneer Sprint when well fancied. There's a very good record on this track. Darren Colpin, the rider. Ashley Anderson, the trainer from Oakbank in South Australia. He's number 4 in your race book, defeating 8 Snipperty Lad, Brent Stanley, and we stand by for the official third.
Thanks a lot, Mick. Yeah, I was just out of the room having a look at the big screen that on that race there, but thanks, Mick. Yeah, we've got to get back to Alice Springs at some stage, and Darwin, of course, they're just great places to be, aren't they? Thanks, Mick, and we'll see you for the lucky last, the big one of the day, the Alice Springs Cup. The 8th at Dooman's been a good day there too, and
exactly 1 lap to travel before they hit the line. $45,000. The winner's cheque is $30,600. The Alice Springs Cup, it's been a great carnival. It has been fantastic. Saturday was a ripper, Pioneer Sprint Day, and we're here, of course, for quite a few features today, including the Ansett Invitation Stakes, the 2-year-old race won by the youngster that picked up the $50,000 bonus dry knock, and the Cup's about to get underway. John Fitzgerald, the Chief Executive of the Alice Springs Turf Club. John, thanks for having us here. This has just been so enjoyable.
Thank you, Matthew, and it's great to have Sky here. Of course, you've been coming here for a few years, your first trip personally, and I think you've enjoyed it. You've seen what the atmosphere here in the Alice has to offer.
Have you been happy with the way this meeting's gone in terms of crowd, in terms of turnover, and just in terms of the general feedback that you received from people who have come up?
Absolutely, Matt. Record numbers through the gate, which we're extremely happy about, and record numbers coming to Alice on the Ansett packages this year, over 240% up on last year of people actually flying into Alice for the Cup carnival.
I
We
tell you
couldn't
what,
be happier.
John, we got a few at that Calcutta yesterday afternoon too. You'd have to be happy with that. That was another real good day. Everyone was enjoying themselves.
Well, all the functions from the yearling sale on Friday night right through to the Calcutta, the Cup Ball and Cup Day have been marvellous, Matthew. So all the numbers are looking great, and we're looking forward to the growth of the event further in the future.
Well, who knows, we might be back here in 12 months' time doing this same interview. I hope we are.
Well, I'm sure you will. I think you've had a good time here, so I'm sure you'll enjoy it again next year.
Thanks very much, John. They're about to move in, so we'd better wind up. Who have you backed?
I like Law of the Land. I think replacement jockeys often win these races, so number 6, Law of the Land, for mine.
Okay, Alan Robinson, of course, wasted pretty hard and couldn't quite make it. The replacement is Philip Alderman.
The replacement's Philip Alderman, and you know, these riders pick up the rides late and they tend to win, and he's a great rider, of course, Philip.
Oh, he won't do it any harm. Thanks very much for that, John.
Thanks, Matt, and thanks to Sky Channel for your great coverage of today's racing.
No,
thank you.
Thanks for having us. Nick, that concludes our coverage. We're about to cross to Mick Stumbles, who'll broadcast for us the running of the 98 Alice Springs Gold Cup, sponsored by the Lassiter's Casino. Let's just have a last look at this market before they go. They are moving in quite quickly over at the 2000. 420 for Rocket Flight. There hasn't been a great deal of change since we last looked. Udlow Mills at 810, 540 for Royal Consort, Law of the Land at 460. They have been the top 4 chances right throughout betting, with that pool as we get closer to start time building up to $120,000. It's been great being here. My thanks to the Right Video boys and for everyone who's helped get us organised over the last couple of days here in Alice Springs. It's just been a wonderful time, and we look forward to doing it maybe again in 12 months' time, and to Nick Robin and the crew back in the studio. Let's cross to Mick Stumbles for the call of the Alice Springs Cup, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks, Matt. There's about 3 to move up. Parketry comes in, Do Right, and Paisano will more than likely complete the line, although Do Right pulled away at the last moment. Straightened up again. Moves in, and Paisano completes the line for the Lassiter's Hotel Casino Alice Springs Cup. Down to the judge, 1 lap of the track. The light is on, track cleared in front. Stand by for a start. Set now. Rocket Flight drawn beautifully in gate number 1. Pantala in 3, Sober Comet in 2, Grandeur racing, and Paisano reared when the starter said go, and he missed it by 2 or 3 lengths. Rocket Flight out very nicely, so was Pantala. Grandeur away well, and Zelwyn showing good speed out deep on the track. Parketry further out on the track is showing good speed as well as they head down to the judge the first time. Grandeur, ridden for dear life, has gone to the front by about a half length to Rocket Flight, kicking up along the inside. Sober Comet is between the pair of them as they race on towards the 1500 metre point, where Grandeur has run to the front, kicked out by a length and a half. Rocket Flight, Sober Comet, Zelwyn out deep, Pantala not far away, Do Right back along the inside. Then Parketry, who couldn't get across. Udlow Mill is a length away, about 2 lengths to Royal Consort. Paisano and Law of the Land back along the rails is last of all, and probably about 13 or 14 lengths off the lead. 11.50 out, Grandeur showed the way in the cup by about a half length. In second spot, Zelwyn. Parketry working very hard out deep on the track with a beautiful run. 4th, the rails a length away. Rocket Flight, Do Right is starting to work into it very stylishly. Pantala given a cut with the whip even this far from home. Then further back, Udlow Mill, hard ridden from Paisano, Royal Consort, Sober Comet, and Law of the Land last of all. Down to the 600 they go. Grandeur in front, a length and a half. Parketry, Rocket Flight darting through along the insiders, running home very stylishly indeed. Do Right is following him through. He's running a great race. The Pocket Dynamo about 4 or 5 further back. Royal Consort, who's made good ground. Paisano going backwards. Law of the Land is rushing into the race. On the home turn, Rocket Flight hit the front. Do Right after him. Grandeur, Spent Force, Law of the Land and Royal Consort flying home down the outside at the 200 metre point now. Do Right hit the lead from Rocket Flight, but Royal Consort's the danger. Royal Consort leapt on them, hit the lead from Do Right, Rocket Flight, and Law of the Land. Royal Consort in front in the cup, and he'll win it. Royal Consort wins the Lassiter's Hotel Casino Alice Springs Cup. Law of the Land came from last to run second. Third, Do Right, a great run by the little bloke. Then Rocket Flight, every possible hope from Grandeur, Udlow Mill. A long way back, Pantala. Well, it was under the whip at the 700. Well out of it next was Paisano, never a chance in the race. A long way back was Parketry, and he was among the last to finish. And there's another one pulling up there who's finished last of all. Could be Sober Comet. Yes, it is. Well, what a fantastic ride by Stephen Brown on Royal Consort. He was well back in the race early. He got beautiful inside runs coming down the side of the track, where Rocket Flight went to the front from Grandeur on straightening, Royal Consort into the clear, and Law of the Land right down the outside of the track, putting in the powerful finish. But Royal Consort has grabbed Do Right and Rocket Flight in the straight and has withstood the challenge from Law of the Land, who was back last early in the race with Paisano, and he's got on to win it well. Royal Consort for Stephen Brown wins the Lassiter's Hotel Casino Alice Springs Cup, trained by the rider. Second will be Law of the Land, number 6, ridden by Philip Alderman. And we'll stand by for the official third, should be the Little Pocket Dynamo, number 8, Do Right. What a great race by him, ridden by Nigel King, and Rocket Flight has more than likely run fourth. So that's the details, Nick, after the Lassiter's Hotel Casino Alice Springs Cup. Fantastic race, and as Richard Jolly made it quite clear early in the day, there's no problem with them being able to come from behind in the Alice Springs Cup. He won the race last year on Paisano, who was last early again today, took off, but he's just not racing well, Paisano. But Royal Consort and Law of the Land both gave them very big starts, and they've ended up running 1-2. Do Right, what a great run from the little fellow. Dash to the front from Rocket Flight on straightening, but couldn't hold out the other pair. Rocket Flight, well, Paul Denton rode his usual masterly race, and it just wasn't good enough.
Thank you very much to Mick Stumbles and to the great team out there at Alice Springs today, doing a fine job with Matthew Browning on track there today, and all the Right Video boys. Terrific live host there from Alice Springs, bringing us all the action of the Cup Carnival there today. And there's Stephen Brown, who trains that horse, coming back as a winner with the South Australian Royal Consort.